Good evening. Hollywood is no stranger to high-profile drama, but this story adds a startling new chapter. Jada Pinkett Smith, award-winning actress and entrepreneur, is now facing a $3 million lawsuit filed by Bilal Salam, a longtime associate and friend of her husband, Will Smith. According to the complaint obtained by People, the alleged confrontation took place in September 2021 during a private birthday celebration for Will Smith at the Regency Calabasas Commons. Salam claims that Pinkett Smith, accompanied by 7 members of her entourage, became verbally aggressive and threatened that he could end up missing or catch a bullet if he continued sharing her personal business. The allegations paint a tense and deeply personal conflict behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood events. Bilal Salam, also known as Brother Bilal, has described himself as one of Will Smith's closest friends for nearly 40 years. Over decades, he worked alongside the actor on professional ventures and personal projects, even appearing in photos included in Smith's memoir, Will. According to the lawsuit, after the alleged threat in the hotel lobby, Pinkett Smith demanded that Salam sign a non-disclosure agreement or face consequences. He claims that her team followed him to his car while continuing to issue verbal threats. The complaint suggests a calculated effort to intimidate and silence him, raising questions about the dynamics of trust, loyalty, and power within one of Hollywood's most famous families. The legal claims do not end there. Salam alleges that in March 2022, following the infamous Oscars incident in which Will Smith slapped comedian Chris Rock over a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia, he was asked by a mutual friend to assist in managing the crisis. He refused, citing ethical concerns and stating that he could not participate in anything illegal, immoral, or unethical. According to the complaint, this refusal sparked a series of retaliatory threats from Smith and Pinkett Smith's circle. Salam claims he became the target of an orchestrated campaign to discredit him, which intensified when he began writing a memoir revealing behind-the-scenes experiences with the Smith family. This campaign, he alleges, included public statements and interviews meant to damage his reputation. The situation escalated further in 2023 when Salam made public claims in an interview alleging that he had witnessed Will Smith engaged in a sexual act with actor Dwayne Martin. The lawsuit asserts that instead of addressing these allegations through proper legal channels, Pinkett Smith and her team allegedly engaged in a calculated smear campaign. Statements in nationally broadcast interviews and public comments, according to Salam, were false, reckless, and intended to manipulate public perception. When approached by The Breakfast Club, Pinkett Smith dismissed the claims as ridiculous and nonsense. Yet Salam insists that these public denials and threats caused severe damage to his professional reputation, emotional well-being, and personal life, forming the basis of his $3 million lawsuit. Salam's lawsuit also claims that Pinkett Smith attempted to further intimidate him with threats and coercion beyond public statements. According to the filing, she and her emissaries allegedly tried to bribe, intimidate, and suppress him, actions he says resulted in serious consequences for his personal and professional life. The complaint details emotional distress, reputational damage, financial losses, and even physical health issues that Salam attributes directly to these alleged actions. In his filing, he emphasizes that the combination of threats, public disparagement, and harassment left him feeling unsafe, undermined, and targeted, raising the stakes in a dispute that began as a private disagreement and has now erupted into a full-blown legal battle. The case shines a light on the complicated intersections of celebrity life, loyalty, and the boundaries of personal relationships. Salam, who has been described as a trusted confidant to the Smith family for decades, asserts that his decision to maintain his own ethical standards came at a cost. He claims that after refusing to assist with crisis management following the Oscars incident, he became the target of ongoing retaliation. These alleged actions, according to the complaint, extended to a smear campaign that included interviews, public commentary, and social media exposure, all of which he believes were orchestrated to damage his credibility, reputation, and livelihood in the public eye. Public reaction to the case has been mixed. While Pinkett Smith has openly dismissed the allegations as ridiculous and nonsense, legal experts note that the lawsuit raises serious questions about accountability, influence, and the reach of celebrity power. Salam's complaint emphasizes that these alleged threats were not isolated, but part of a broader pattern of intimidation and manipulation. He is seeking $3 million in damages, highlighting the extent of his claimed financial and personal harm. The lawsuit also underscores the challenges faced by individuals who step forward against high-profile figures, particularly when allegations involve private disputes, ethical concerns, and potential breaches of trust. Adding another layer of complexity, Salam alleges that the alleged threats and intimidation were compounded by false public statements from Pinkett Smith, including claims that he was attempting to shake down her and Will Smith. He contends that these statements were made with malicious intent to sway public opinion, damage his character, and preemptively discredit him before any formal legal proceedings could unfold. If proven, these claims could demonstrate a coordinated effort to manipulate media narratives, a tactic not uncommon in high-profile celebrity disputes. This lawsuit, therefore, is not just about alleged verbal threats, but also about control over public perception and the consequences for those caught in the crossfire. As the case moves forward, both legal analysts and fans alike will be watching closely. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, one of Hollywood's most prominent couples, now face serious legal scrutiny, while Salam seeks justice and restitution for what he describes as emotional, financial, and professional damages. The lawsuit raises broader questions about power dynamics in Hollywood, loyalty versus ethics, and the real-world consequences of celebrity disputes. At its core, this is a story about trust, betrayal, and the complex human relationships behind the headlines. For now, the court will determine whether these allegations hold merit, and the public will be left to grapple with the dramatic revelations that have emerged from one of Tinseltown's most closely guarded circles.